How's it going, Bremerton? Josh Farley with the Kitsap Sun here. I'm outside of McGavin's Bakery, where we'll remember the life of longtime owner Bill Sheldon on this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, to go with 5 total stories that you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 today is about Bill Sheldon, the longtime owner of McGavin's Bakery. Sadly, Bill passed away this past week. He was a Port Orchard resident who ran McGavin's Bakery since 1981, and of course, not only made, but closely safeguarded the secret behind the pink champagne cake.
When I first started working here about 8 years ago, he used to keep one ingredient, secret ingredient, locked up behind the door over there. I'd mix and measure everything else into the mixing bowl, and he'd come over and pour that one little ingredient and say, now mix. He never let me know what it was for like 3, maybe 4 years I've worked here, but it's still a secret.
Well, he was kind of a gruff, tough old bird to start, you know, but
Yeah.
once he got to know you, he mellowed out, loosened up.
We're going to miss him so well because he was a good person. He wasn't just a boss, he was family to us. So, yeah.
Story number 2 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is about Tudor Roses. It's a new coffee house and meeting space on 6th Street that's inside a historic 1936 home. I interviewed the owners this morning about what you can expect to find when you stop in.
Well, when we bought the house, we bought it because we loved the house. And we liked old houses and we liked repurposing them. So then we had the house and it was, now what are we going to do with it? And we decided on an espresso cafe and tea room, and the upstairs is conference rooms or bridal receptions or whatever. And what we wanted specifically was to have a place where the community could come and enjoy it, because so many people kept saying, well, we've never seen it, we've always wanted to see the inside of the house. So it is a community place to come and enjoy because it belongs to the community in our minds.
Story number 3 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week. Did you notice on your receipt that your sales tax went up this past week? On Saturday, the 0.3% sales tax increase that will pay for Bremerton's fast ferry as well as ones from Southworth and Kingston to Seattle kicked in. The sales tax increase was very narrowly approved by voters in November and upticks the sales tax by 0.3%. The fast ferry from Bremerton will begin in July. Story number 4 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week. Did you know that jail costs are declining in the city of Bremerton? Those people who are arrested by Bremerton police or who are serving sentences for misdemeanor level crimes are not getting arrested as often and are not serving sentences as long. There are less jail bed days being charged to the city. I talked with Bremerton Police Chief Steve Strand about what are the possible reasons that the decline is occurring.
We're seeing crime numbers going down historically year over year, including in 2016. But part of it is also we're focusing on that 50% of our jail costs that are about 70 people. In other words, 70 people are driving about $700,000 in our jail costs, so $10,000 a piece. So we're really trying to go after that and figure out a way to divert them, find different solutions, and not just keep arresting them over and over, and that's really what's bending that down.
And finally, story number 5 on the Beat Blast this week. Reporter Christian Vossler did a fascinating story from a local firehouse recently about a man they call Meatball John. That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.